All right. The next type of transformation we're going to look at, we're going to start looking at reflections. Okay. And so we're going to first, what reflection we're going to look at is a reflection over the x-axis. Okay. And this does get a little tricky because one of the things I mentioned earlier, you kind of are breaking a little bit of the rules here. So f of x equals the absolute value of x. So I'm going to plot that. That's the parent function I'm working with. Remember, that's the V-shaped graph that cuts diagonally here. Okay. So it cuts diagonally. So that's my original graph. Now, I'm going to graph g of x equals negative. So it's doing a negative to the whole expression, a negative to the whole expression. It's negative to the absolute value of x. So anytime you do a negative to the whole expression, you're going to reflect it about the x-axis. Okay, now this is a little tricky here. Doing to the whole thing, it's going to be a reflection across the x-axis. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky. Okay, so you reflect across the x-axis. So basically, you think in reflections, you might think geometry. So the x-axis is going to be kind of mirroring here. It's just going to flip. Now, we call this a vertical flip. And that's what I was going to put here. This is what makes this confusing because the x-axis you think of as a horizontal, because it is horizontal, but what you're doing is you're flipping it upside down. So it's a vertical flip. It's a vertical flip. So it's a vertical move because it's doing it to the whole thing, but you're reflecting across the x-axis. So it's a vertical flip. So basically it's mirroring, it's a reflect across. So like you basically are just reflecting it across its x-axis. So it's 1, 1, we'll go with 1, -1. 2, 2, we'll go with 2, -2. So you're just cutting the diagonals this way. You could check this in your calculator if you want as well. Okay. So if I wanted to check this in my calculator, you're going to do f of x equals math, num, abs, absolute value of x. And then negative is down here, by the way. Negative's right there. Negative, and then math, num, abs, x. So you look at the blue is the original. And then I'm just reflecting it across the x-axis, which is an up and down flip. It's a vertical flip.